Effortless, eh? I tend to find if it's up over your nose, it makes your glasses steam up every time you breathe out. Over your mouth is fine if you breathe it through your nose. Yeah, they're in one of the bags. You usually get away with just pulling up your thing over your nose. What we did last time in the cafe. It's a bit brighter here, eh? It's looking a bit dreek up Soutra. Corbridge. Corbridge, it's like ye olde market town, it's lovely. You're probably not seeing it at its best, but normally when you get there you can't move. You know, in the summertime you tend to go near it because you can't swing a cat in it. But it's like your typical small English market village type thing, you know. It's got nice wee cafes and shops and stuff. It's got a wee market square. Whoa, slow down, son. Jesus Christ. He was across the other side. Did you see him? in his medic van. He might have needed medics and he carried on like that. You see the border on the map. If you look at the map over my shoulder, you can see the line of the border. Corbridge, 36 miles. Yeah, it's about that. It's about another 2 and a bit hours for there, 2 hours 20 minutes or something like that. It's not so, it's 3 degrees up here. Ice road still at the side, see it, the snow. So that's probably like the beginnings of Kielder. I don't know if it's Kielder proper, but once you get down on the flat here, most of the area off to our right, running away if you think right across the country towards the other side, is Kielder Forest. And my understanding was, it was, you know, you're like if you think it. The very beginning of the 20th century, I don't think it was there. I'm sure it was planted purposely either during or just after the First World War, so that we had a source of timber. You know, in a national crisis we had our own substantial timbers resource instead of having to ship it in. I'm sure that's why it was planted, but of course it's now obviously managed and there's recreation stuff in it, but it's still a big forest. But there's very little of it natural, although you could maybe argue some of it's been naturalised over the past 100 and something years, you know. It's when you get there, if you go into it reminds you of being up in the Highlands in terms of the midges. You know, it's absolutely evil. Seems to do that with so little fuss and flourish compared to the other one, eh? I said that, I say that bit up by Duns is just phenomenal. It's like, because you know how that road, as you're going away from Greenlaw, the sort of right hand side of it's completely tree lined, and it's almost like there's, you know, the very edge of the road has got a whole single line of trees. Most of them are down. It really is bad. It's very exposed up there, mind you. Yeah, but that bit up by Greenlaw, if you think they've got the trees on one side and on the other side there's absolutely nothing, it's just moorland. So they get the full force of that storm, I would think. There's bits of the road, I think the first stretch, you know how you come down here and you turn to the right, go across a bridge. Do you remember that on the A68? Yeah, before you get to Autobahn, because it's not the A68 that goes straight down. If you turn right, it stays with the A68. I think from that bridge, for the first few miles, it is really quite exposed, because you climb up over the moor. So we'll probably get quite windswept on that first bit, I think, then before it drops down towards Corbridge. This is just so comfortable though, isn't it? Yeah. See, maybe didn't need your special skivvies. They will still help. Yeah. Well, it can't be helped on a day like this. But you can get heated vests, plug in heated vests and the likes like that, you know what I mean? But yeah, but let's face it, we're not going to do this that often. Now, we're going to be fair weather people. I mean, I might go out in the cold, but and it's not generally the plan for you to do the same. I mean, I don't buy the when it's nice days, yeah. But even if you get a nice day in February, you know, it's still going to be bloody freezing. These trees are close to the houses, eh? Always remember when I was in Alaska, they used to talk about a defendable space around your house, because it's all forested here, as you can imagine. And it was always at least a tree length and a half, you know, so that any tree falling would never get to your house. But also they wanted no vegetation at all in that length, so say maybe 50-60 feet, so that if there was a fire you had a piece of barren ground round about where nothing could catch. Most people didn't bother their arse with it, but that was the suggestion for the fire department. Absolutely. I was talking when I was getting the bike cleaned yesterday. The boy's house who we were getting it cleaned at, a guy called Jono, he's got a brand new, literally the same as this, about 2 weeks or something like that. His is about a week older. A brand new BMW GS Adventure, great big massive adventure bike thing. And he's like me. I think he passed his test in 2016, but he's maybe 2 or 3 years younger than me. And he does about 20,000 miles a year, he reckons. Yeah. And we were both talking about, I said, so, you know, I've got this bike and I've came out on a day like this and I'm going down to York with the wife and everything like that, and I says, there's people going, oh my god, you're not taking it out, oh the weather, and oh the salt or whatever. And we're both of the same opinion. It's like, it's for riding, you know, and there's things you can do to protect it. But it's, if you want to be a fair weather rider, there's no point in riding in Scotland. But he had a mate who, he's got like a 4-year-old bike, and it's got like 2,500 miles on it. You know, it's only ever been out in the summertime when it's bright and sunny, and probably just rides down to the local cafe to have a chat with all the people and doesn't really ride it very far. It's like, what a waste. But I get that that's I can put it, a perfectly legitimate reason to have a bike, to socialise at cafes with other people that have got bikes. But yeah, he does. Exactly. Like 20,000 miles a year, sounds. And he doesn't use it to commute to work. No? My wee tootsies are getting chilly. My wee tootsies are getting chilly. I should have put my pop. I think yours are actually slightly better protected than mine. I should have put my wee pop socks on the top, you know. Guess you got another layer. Did you take it back? Would have been perfect for today. It's just you still need it. Well, you still need a base layer for the summer. A thermal might have been alright, but you can't use it in the summer. See, normally we come along the 69, hit this roundabout and go straight up the 68 and avoid this completely. In the summertime it's absolutely heaving. Funny wee place, though. See, there's lots of wee cafes and things here. You have to go to the left and then you peel round to the right and you come back into that square. But even just here, there's things. Well, we'll go round down to the square, eh? Still. Oh, have a look about, darling. With this. It's got good reviews. It's for a cafe as well. Deli and cafe, see? Oh well, I'll go where this van is. In fact, that van's not in a parking place, is it? Go up here. Right, hen, off you get. Uh-huh. Turn your heated seat off if you can. It's a steering look. Handbrake on because do you want your hat? So we can pop our gloves in the back box and pick our hats up if you want. Or you can bring your gloves in to warm up.